3 months pregnant. The woman never imagined the man would push her down the stairs just to please the maid. She crashed hard against the cold steps, and the life inside her was gone in an instant. When she woke, it wasn't the man by her side, but him sitting at the maid's bed, caring for her tenderly. Even when he noticed his wife awake, he only warned her not to wake the maid. That moment, she finally understood. He no longer loved her. 6 years ago when he proposed, he had knelt outside her parents' house for 3 days and nights, begging for their blessing. Every year after marriage, he handmade charms for her, promising to protect her for life. Now those vows were nothing but cruel jokes. She saw his true face, and decided to burn all the charms, then leave him for good. But when she searched for her late mother's pearl necklace, she found he had given it to the maid. She lunged to take it back. He stopped her coldly, saying it had been gifted, and she would never get it again. The maid deliberately smashed it, pretending to apologize pitifully. He shielded her and comforted her. The woman ignored them, bending down to pick up the scattered pearls, but he stomped on them, forcing her to bow to the maid and apologize. When she stood motionless, he dragged her toward her, and at that moment, they caught the maid pretending to leave in anger. Seeing this, the man didn't hesitate. He shoved his wife down the stairs again. She begged in pain, pleading for him to save their child, but he was unmoved, and she miscarried. When she awoke, the first thing forced upon her was to bake cookies for the maid. If she refused, he threatened to throw all her mother's belongings into the sea. Weak and pale, she dragged herself into the kitchen, but collapsed on the floor unconscious. He didn't even look, still wrapped in the maid's arms. The next day, workers arrived to renovate the villa. He planned to move the maid's family in. Every corner was remodeled to her taste. Even the nursery was turned into a pet room. Heartbroken, the woman only wanted to gather the pearls and leave. She asked where the necklace pieces were. He said they'd been thrown in the trash. She frantically dug through, finally finding 62 pearls. She thought at last she could escape, but just as she stepped outside, he blocked her, saying her grandmother was gravely ill and wished to see her one last time. Tears flowed when she saw her grandmother. She remembered the warnings, that the man was false and cruel, yet she had blinded herself with love. Her grandmother understood immediately that he had been abusing her. With her last breath she whispered, "The doctor was the grandson of her old friend. Go to him, he will help you." Then she passed away. Before she could grieve, the man stormed into the ward, coldly said the dead were not worth crying over, then dragged her home, in front of the maid's parents. He even lied that he was widowed, and she was only a family friend. The woman swallowed the humiliation, but when his sudden kindness appeared, she knew it was because he planned to kill her, so she excused herself to the bathroom, secretly called the doctor, and told him the man wanted her dead, begging him to save her. After everything was arranged, she lifted the glass of milk and drank. The next second, her body went limp and her vision darkened. The man looked at her collapsed form, and the corner of his lips curled into a chilling smile.